It's Saturday, February 6th, which means last night we had the post-Royal Rumble Smackdown show. Who's Edge gonna choose? Who's Bianca Belair gonna choose? Why the heck is Hulk Hogan on this show? Find out right now in this minimalistic review. Smackdown starts off with Roman Reigns in the ring saying that he hates recaps and then proceeded to recap what happened at the Royal Rumble. He took exception to Edge wasting his time going to Raw and going to NXT when really he should have only went to Roman Reigns because he's the champion of champions. He calls for Edge to come to the ring and then gets informed that Edge is not in the building yet and he gets very upset and he demands Edge make a decision by the end of the night. Ooh, Roman Reigns is scary. Dominik's heading to the ring next with Rey Mysterio to take on Baron Corbin again. However, Corbin had a different plan and attacks both of them from behind before they even get to the ring. For some reason, commentary put this over as such a terrible thing, even though last week Dominik did the same exact thing and got cheered for it. In the end, Dominik gets the win when Rey Mysterio, who's under the ring, grabs Baron Corbin's foot, who's trying to re-enter the ring, allowing Dominik to hit the 619 and then the frog splash to get the win. The match was fine. The finish is what's intriguing though. Not sure if Dominik knew that Rey was underneath the ring holding Corbin's leg, but if he didn't, this could be very good, and I'll just wait to see to decide how I feel about the rest of this going forward. Sasha Banks is announced as the honorary starter for the Daytona 500 that's happening next Sunday, February 14th. Doesn't WWE have something going on that same day they should be talking about? NXT. The next in-ring action, Cesaro picks up another big win by submitting Daniel Bryan. The match was of course awesome. The two guys in there are both amazing, and I thought Cesaro's push was done after he was very underwhelming in the Royal Rumble last week. But I'll gladly be wrong about that. Let's put the rocket on him. Backstage interview with Bianca Belair, and she says she isn't quite ready to make her WrestleMania decision yet. Bayley defeated Ruby Riott in a very good match that saw Billie Kay join commentary again during the match. At one point, Billie Kay attempted to help Ruby Riott reach the rope when she was in a submission hold, and for some reason, Liv Morgan got very upset about it. After the match, Billie Kay seemed to approach Bayley and try to give her one of her headshots/resumes. Can we please put Billie Kay on TV every single week in one way or another? Next up, Bianca comes down to the ring to talk about her Royal Rumble victory. She comes down with the Sasha Banks level star power. She didn't quite get to make a decision yet before getting interrupted by both Reginald and Carmella, and then finally by Banks. Banks puts her over by saying she's the strongest and the fastest, but she won't be the BEST until she gets the SmackDown Women's Championship. And Sasha's not ready to let it go. Bianca still never made her decision, and I really hope it is Sasha Banks. That's the only thing that makes sense. Paul Heyman then confirms to Roman Reigns backstage that Edge has officially arrived in the building, even though they showed him arriving about 20 minutes prior to that. Roman is really taking this Paul Heyman guy thing seriously by not watching the product. Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode defeat Chad Gable and Otis in a pretty quick and decent tag team match. I'm fine adding another tag team to this division. Hopefully they get to do some work because Chad Gable looked really good, obviously because he is really good, and Otis has a really nice hot tag and he's very funny and entertaining. Also during this match, Street Profits were calling the match, but not from the commentary table, from some area that wasn't revealed. Normally I like the Street Profits. I found them kind of annoying during this though. Hogan then cuts a recorded promo talking about his match with Andre the Giant 33 years ago. Okay. Big E retains the Intercontinental Championship in a very good triple threat match with Apollo Crews and Sami Zayn. The match was a lot of fun and a worthy title defense for the IC champion. This was the final match of the night, so hopefully Big E gets some more of these main event spots while Roman is too busy being that damn good, not having to wrestle every week. There were a few near falls here and there that actually made me think that Big E could lose the championship. After the match, Apollo Crews was seething as Big E was celebrating, which makes me think he may stab Big E in the back pretty soon. Let's get a heel Apollo Crews and let's see what he can really do instead of smile all the time. They then air a pretty big video package for Seth Rollins for the second time of the night, promoting his return to SmackDown next week. What's all the hype about, guys? And in the final segment, Edge comes to the ring to talk about his 3 possible opponents for WrestleMania, including Finn Balor, after he gave his version of the I Have a Dream speech. Roman, of course, interrupts, bringing Jey Uso and Paul Heyman to the ring with him, who he quickly sends away when Edge mocks him for bringing backup, saying that he's rent-free in his head already. He then tells Edge to acknowledge him and say his name, and gets very intense here. I love the intensity between the two. It got me very excited. Before Edge can respond, out of nowhere comes Kevin Owens, hits Roman with a stunner, and then walks off up the ramp as Paul Heyman does his crazy face that he does when something bad happens to Roman. Kevin Owens walks away up the ramp as the show comes to an end, and Edge kind of just smiles and exits the ring. Lots of angle stuff here with a few good matches sprinkled in between. I really dug it. It makes me excited for next week because we still don't know who Bianca's going to face and we still don't know who Edge is going to face. So now I got to watch every single show of the whole freaking week, not only to do this review, but also to find out what's going to happen. Peace.